Your purpose is just to be free. That it's just to do what you want to do. And freedom to this tree is just the ability to grow. And it's very sad, but at this moment that freedom might be in danger. They're taking this park, they're cutting down a lot of the trees in this park. It's very sad.
Yeah, speaking of the park, how do you feel about the changes that are being made to the park?
Well, I'm sure they have reasons, but there's no need to kill an innocent, tree.
I mean, yeah, nothing innocent should die. That's the best belief,
Well, honestly, nothing ever should die. Everything has to die, but nothing deserves it.
Yeah, nothing deserves to have that, basic right of life taken away from them.
I don't think life is a right, honestly.
Really? Do you think it's given?
No, it's not. It's not given. It's not something anybody deserves. It's not something that anyone can earn. I think death is the right.
The right to death.
I think every man has the right to death. And it's unfortunate, but if a man lives wrong, then that right is taken away. And they don't get to control it anymore.
That's a very interesting point of looking at it.
I think life is the I think life is the necessity. It's the start. It's how to explain this?
I mean it's very hard to explain these kind of topics. I definitely kind of see where you're going. Death is it's a right to die, we can look at immortals in stories and books that we've been told how an immortal lives forever and it's just hell for them.
I personally think life is the necessity, and even to objects who don't have a soul, like me, you wouldn't believe I'm alive, right? I don't have organs. I don't have internal body functions.
You don't have a brain.
But I still live like I'm sitting in front of you.
Talking to me, giving a great interview.
And this Skittle right here, you can
Yes.
see it exists in front of you. That is life, and it doesn't matter if it's conscious or if it actually has a biology. It's still alive, and someday it's gonna die, because that's why death is a right, because living things, they get to choose when they die. This Skittle has no choice in the matter on when you're gonna eat it or when the earth is gonna eat it.
That's a very good point.
It doesn't control it. And you do, and you need to maintain that control. You need to not let other people take your life and death in their own hands. If you live right, you're gonna be the one who decides when you're gonna die.
That's a very good point. Thank you for saying that. Honestly, that's very good. Just thank you. Honestly, man. So, being, you've been alive. I mean, you've always been alive, right? How does it feel to finally get out of that old store? Just, technically let your legs ride, be on someone's head, get yelled into.
Well, I've probably only actually been alive in this form. You can't this Skittles composition is many ingredients. The sugar was alive before it became the Skittle. Now it's not alive. Now the Skittle's alive.
Do you believe that they all morph into one, or that they are all separate?
I think we always were one.
That's a good point. We are.
I think
we're all one.
I think everything in this world, in this universe, and anything that has an existence is the same, and we're only separated by conscious belief. If it weren't for sitting on Ollie's head, this cone wouldn't have thought or conscious mind right now. Before Ollie picked me up, I was just a cone. I couldn't express emotion or think. And it's because now there's a conscious mind that gives me a differentiation from all the other cones. And it's like that with everything else. When you observe the tree you're sitting on, you're a conscious mind that separates it from the rest of the earth.
Yeah, I guess we are all one. Yeah, that very much be true.
If you were just a body who served its purpose without a conscious mind, without conscious thought or experience, who's to say you're not just a part of the universe?
I mean, yeah, you're a part of the universe, you know, taking orders from the universe, the people in the universe, I guess. I guess who would be giving you orders, because you don't really have a consciousness. But that's a good point of looking on it.
I mean, if you didn't have a consciousness, nobody would know, right? You'd still function the same. To other people, you'd be the same person.
Yeah. But
So, without a person to observe you, to separate you as a person from the universe, without a conscious thought, if nobody was looking at you and you didn't have a conscious, how are you any different than anything else? And until somebody looks at you and gives you thought and separates you and defines you as a person, you're just not anything. And
Wow.
that's so hard to believe, because
I mean, I can definitely believe that.
you know you do have a conscious.
Yeah, we all do.
We all have a conscious, theoretically. So when you're alone, you are different from the universe, and that's only because you have your own conscious that can tell you you're different from the universe.
Like you are a different universe, kind of.
Sort of. Experience is a different universe.
Yeah, definitely.
So, as a cone, I wasn't separate from the universe until I was put on Ollie's head and he started speaking through me. And that gave me a persona, and that gave me conscious experience. And that separated me from the universe.
So are these your thoughts or Ollie's thoughts? So a mix of both, kind of?
Both, yeah.
I definitely can see that, yeah.
It's projection. It's Ollie's thoughts projected into the persona of the cone.
Ah, okay. That makes a lot of sense. So how would you say your persona is? Just like you as a cone.
Basically,
Just a cone?
I'm just a cone.
Man.
That's all I need to be. Why strive for more? If I'm just a cone, I can do what I want. I can be free.
Exactly. Why do we, try and be something we're not?
Just a cone is sort of like if I would be sitting in the street blocking traffic, some random place, without conscious experience, without any separation from the universe, until some car drives by and sees me and says, "That's a cone." But in the hand of an artist,
You can give conscious.
in the hand of an artist, I am given freedom. The only reason I can be proud to be a cone, because I'm free, is because I exist in the hands of the artist.
Do you enjoy the hands of the artist that you have fallen upon?
Very, very much so. I think an artist gives life, and society destroys it. That's just the deal. That's all it is.
You've seen that throughout history, where art has been
Yes.
changed.
Yes,
changed.
through censorship and just general hate.
Yeah, changing the meaning of a beautiful piece.
Yes.
Trying to think of an example. Do you have one for us, an example?
No.
Yeah, fair enough. So, part of our sponsorship here, sorry to do this to you, but have you heard of the product Gamer Subs before? I mean, sorry man, everyone's got to make money these days. Times are tough.
You don't have to.
That's a very good point. What would I do without money, though?
Be free. If you can separate yourself from the anxiety, from society, if you can separate yourself from the society you live in, you don't need to pay for a home if you're living in the woods and taking care of yourself. If you can go out and just be the artist without society, and you can give life unto other things. Go build a cabin in the middle of the woods somewhere and live far, far away from society. That is ultimate freedom. Because that gives you, the artist, the choice for everything you do.
Do you believe that? This seems like a very hard process. Do you have any tips that would make this easier to do?
You don't make it easier. That's the whole point. You have to accept that it's hard to be free because we grow up in a world where the society is built for you not to be free. You have to go against everything you're taught and everything that anybody else believes in order to be free.
That's a very good point. Something tells me that you are very much against the political world that we're in right now, which only makes sense, honestly. For a cone, you're smarter than some. I will say that.
Yes, well, not very many people are inanimate objects given life.
You're smarter than them.
Someone else's conscious mind.
So, how are you enjoying the podcast so far? Just the interview, the process so far, the interview spot that I hand-picked out, that my manager picked out.
Well, I think you're asking very interesting questions. I think this is good for all of us to be able to spread knowledge and to share an ideology. It doesn't have to be the right ideology, as long as I can get my truth out.
I mean, yeah, I definitely, I know a guy who knows a guy. He owns a paper business for a newspaper. So I was wondering if, maybe I can send this audio down to him, get a story with it.
You totally could.
Definitely,
newspapers, honestly, are so lucky because they're also inanimate objects, but they're created for the purpose of art. Writing is an art, and for the news to be put onto them, they're given conscious thought. And when somebody reads the newspaper, that newspaper is experiencing that and experiencing the conscious mind giving them, it's like giving them life, sort of. It's an experience for them. It's unfortunate people only read the paper once.
Yeah, I definitely believe that newspapers should be read more, because with online articles, it's harder to find correct information, where newspapers are actually, documented and sourced. Sorry, my manager is attempting to get a photo here. My manager is very weird. Great guy, though.
I think I'm almost out of time here, but
do you have any plans that are preventing you?
Yeah, I'm gonna go do a cone party later.
Oh.
With all my cone friends.
Who's gonna be at the party?
Conathan.
Oh, I know that guy.
John
he went
Cone.
to Cone High School.
You went to Cone High School?
No, I did some work there for a kid. I knew. Yeah, no, he's in he's in archery, right?
Yeah.
That incident that happened last year, crazy stuff,
Yeah. But anyway, before I go, I feel like the most important message I offer to you, to those listening, your mind is not special. You shouldn't tell yourself you're better than any other object or animals or plants just because you have a more advanced conscious and a more advanced mind. You're really not that different than anything else. And it's important to understand that. And it's most important to understand that you don't harm other things. Like, be an artist and give life unto other objects. That is what those with a conscious mind this advanced are meant to do, is to give life unto other, lesser objects.
To pass on our knowledge,
Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much for the interview. Thanks for coming out. I know it was a long drive for you. You live all the way up in Kona way.
Well,
Great.
hopefully I'm going to be moving in with Ollie.
Yeah, I'm sure he has the room for you. All right, well, thank you for your time.
Well, I'll see y'all later, hopefully. I hope to be back here again sometime.
Hope to see you soon. All right.
Sure, it's nice doing business with you.
Great pleasure. That's the great handshake you have there. Great handshake.
Thank you. It's, that's strange.
Oh, sorry. I have a handshake-itis.
It's because we're